But yeah, shout out to at Steve Pyatt 180. Thanks for asking this question. Steve's saying, hey out there, welcome to the Profit Dig Live show. I'm Jeff Givens. Got Jeff Spencer to my left. Then even further away, Jerry Works. Normally producer Jerry, but joining us on the video today. Glad to have you here, Jerry.
I don't know anything else going to sit here.
Well, you need a handsome face in every video.
We appreciate it.
You know.
We call him Billy Bob around here, you know.
Yeah. I see it, Jerry.
Yeah.
I see it.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, but just think though, like your caliber of woman, Angelina Jolie.
Yeah, yes, that's true. Yeah, that's true. It was a handsome man. Yeah.
All right. Well, so we've been trying out this new format where we maybe take a user question. So I want to give a shout out.
Yeah, we're very appreciative of all questions. You know, whatever you got, send them our way. We'll answer them to the best of our ability. If we can't get answers, we'll try to research and get answers for you. And if we can't, we'll just kind of tuck our head and say, hey, sorry, we can't help you.
Yeah, and we try to answer everything at least through
best of our ability.
text. Yeah. But we thought it might be interesting to take a couple of these and do a video on them.
I think it's very good, to start doing that.
And we can talk about it, more in depth rather than just, we don't want to type a novel.
Right.
Response. But yeah, shout out to at Steve Pyatt 180. Thanks for asking this question. Steve's saying, do you guys have any suggestions on joining into a partnership? I'm 34 and I have been in commercial excavation for 9 years and excavation for 15. I have an old employer that I'm talking with who's just done residential. We are talking about a partnership. He has the equipment. I have the knowledge for commercial. Any thoughts? He's wanting to retire in 10 years. His company owns a Doosan 140, a 12K excavator, dozer, skid roller, the basics. Any thoughts would be appreciated. So, going into a partnership.
Well, there's a lot of partnerships out there, that are very successful. But, partnerships are tricky. It's how well do you get along with your potential partner? What's it going to look like, in the long run? Somebody's about to have controlling interest, and usually the one that's got the thickest wallet is going to be your controlling partner. In this case, if the guy that you're wanting to partner with, if he's the money man or he's going to be the one to back you, he's going to have a lot of control over you. So, I know you said he was a former employer, like you used to work for him. Look back at that relationship. What did that?
Right. Yeah. And how did they interact with others?
Right.
And,
you've got a mindset on what you want to do with your new business and how you want it to grow. Is he going to be able to help you grow that business, or is he going to restrict you from growing that business? And, I'm not one that is a supporter of a 50-50 partnership. Ideally, everybody wants to say, they're a 50-50 partnership, but somebody's going to have the final say. I wouldn't want to agree to anything less than 51-49. Where I've got some way, I would want to be the 51% where, hey, this is my future. You may have the money, you may be backing me, but, this is my vision. This is what I want to do. So I want to have controlling interest of this partnership. He's already said he's going to retire in the next 10 years, so you're a short-term partner. At some point, you're going to have to either buy him out or he's going to turn the business over to you. And 90% of the time, you're going to have a buyout agreement. It's like, if I'm investing in your business 10 years down the road, I'm not just going to turn it over to you. I'm going to want to, I'm looking about retirement. I'm going to want to receive something, whether it be a commission for the next X amount of years, whatever it may be. Partnerships are not a bad thing as long as both partners are able to get along. You've got to come to common ground and never enter into any kind of partnership without having a legal agreement. A handshake, that's good, as far as for your own mindset, but it's not going to hold up in court.
Yeah, I would think if I were going to enter a partnership, the first thing I would want to do is make sure what our expectations are
Exactly.
for the duration of that partnership.
Yeah.
So like you mentioned, you should have a contractual agreement on how the partnership is run. And it doesn't even have to be, legalese, right?
Yeah.
Have a document where you both list your expectations and that you sign that you agree that I'm going to do the best of my ability to meet these expectations, and vice versa. They're going to do the best they can to meet my expectations, and that we agree that we're entering into the partnership.
Right. And to me, the ideal partnership in this situation would be like he's got the equipment, more likely he's got the money, and he would hope to have like a silent partner. He's got an agreement like, hey, I want X amount percentage of the profits. And, you've got to be transparent, when it comes to that partnership. You've got to be able to show this other partner, all your expenditures, all the money comes in, what you've got to be able to break it down in a P&L or whatever it may be, to show him what each project does and what it does at the end of the year. And win, lose, or draw, if you've given him all the information you can possibly give him or her, whatever it may be, and things were great this year, this is what you get, or things really suck this year, and you're not going to get anything. You've got to be prepared, to be able to go through those kind of experiences. And me personally, as being in a partnership, it was like a 3-person partnership, it was a 33 1/3 split. It was not necessarily the best situation. It was like this one had this expectation, this one had this one expectation, I had my expectation. And the end of the partnership, came because everything didn't work out. We couldn't agree on things, and economy crashed, and it just one thing led to another, and it piled up, and we had to split and go different ways. But in my opinion, me personally, I would stay away from a partnership. But sometimes to make your business grow, if you don't want to go to a bank or go to a lender of some sort to get the capital you need to operate, then there's no other choice. If you want to continue to go down that road, you have to, take on a partner. So I'm not saying that a partnership is a bad thing. It just needs to be well thought out, well planned, and both of you, agree to certain terms. Don't back down from what you expect or what you want to do just because this man may have the money. And if he can't come to terms with your agreement, then it may not be the best fit for your future or your business.
So I have a question. You said it should at least be 51-49.
Yes.
So that this gentleman can run the business.
Can run a business.
What if there are 3 partners? Is 3 equal partners any better, or is that just as bad as just having 2 equal partners? Does there still need to be one person?
In my opinion, it's worse than having 2 partners, because you got the 2 of you may see eye to eye, and then you got that third wheel out there, that's got a different plan altogether. And so it's really a lot tougher to make that trio work together versus like 2 individuals.
So there still needs to be one person driving the business.
Somebody has to have control. Somebody has to have control. You got to have a head, to sit down. It's like, who's got the best mindset, really and truly needs to be the one with the controlling interest. The best businessman. But I may partner with you. You may be a better businessman than me, but it's my foresight. It's my future. And I want to be able to have the last say on what's going to happen for my future. And what he's saying here, he or she's saying here is
Steve. So
Steve.
I'm guessing.
Okay.
I don't know any girl Steves. So
Stevie Nicks. She was a girl.
yeah, Stevie.
Yeah. But anyway, I want to be able to have control of my future. This partner is a short timer. He's already said it's going to be a 10-year deal, or maybe less. You never know it. And in my opinion, it's like, I want to be able to control this situation. You know, I appreciate you putting your money in. I appreciate you putting your equipment in. And that money and that equipment will always be yours. But what we do with it is I'm going to have the last say of, you know, how it comes down.
Yeah. Yeah, you get that out of the way up front.
Yes,
Right.
exactly.
Right.
Because it's going to cause heartache in the end.
Yeah. If you don't have that expectation of what they want out of the business,
Yes.
when they do something that doesn't match your expectations, you might get frustrated or upset with them.
Right. And I don't know the whole story, but, you know, it sounds like his potential future partner, you know, he mentioned a Doosan excavator, and I can't remember what else it was, but there's 2 or 3 pieces of equipment that
He did a Doosan 140, a 12K excavator,
Yeah.
roller, skid steer. Like, he said all basic equipment, pretty much.
But, you know, it's about a 30,000 pound excavator. But it sounds like to me that he's either been in the business and he's like wanting to ease his way out, or possibly he's been in a partnership prior to this partnership.
Where he had kind of the similar role.
Right, yeah, where he kind of had a similar role, and this is what he has taken away from that role, and this is what he's got to offer.
Yeah. Well, if he's done that type of partnership successfully in the past, like, that's something to take into account as well.
Right.
It's not a newbie at this.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think most importantly though, know what your partner's expectations are and make sure they know what yours are.
Yes. And, you know, you never want to be blindsided, by no means.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, great question. Great question.
Man, it's not an easy question.
No, it's not. Well, no,
No.
and without, you know, sitting down and meeting each individual in particular, you know, and then having a one-on-one with them, you know, it's a call that I can't make for you. That's something you got to decide on your own, or we can't make
Yeah.
for you as a collective group.
Yeah.
But-
But it can work.
It can work,
Partnerships can be very
Yeah.
successful.
but you got to have the knowledge and the know-how up front of how this partnership's going to go together and how it's going to end up.
All right. Well, thanks again at Steve Pyatt 180. Hope we were able to give you some guidance on your partnership. If you choose to go about the partnership, we wish you great success and prosperity.
Yes. Thank you again.
All right.
All right.
Like, share.
Like, share, comment, subscribe.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Y'all have any questions?
You got any questions? Ask them.
Show us all
it up on a video.
Show us all the love you can.
Yeah.
We appreciate it.
All right. If you're looking for a costing and bidding solution, check us out at profitdig.com. It allows us to do these videos.
Yes.
So that's the money maker, I guess. You know?
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The more money, the better.
Yeah.
You know, that's what allows us to do these videos. So check us out if you need a solution. Have a good one.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah.